whoa. Hold on a second. What's this car doing here? What happened to your M3? What are you doing for Corvette? We didn't know you were getting a Corvette. Man, you think you're just getting all these cars. What happened? I'm sure that these are questions that everybody's going to ask. I'm sure that there's questions like, because the M3 hasn't been on the channel in a while. The M3's not in the garage. Rest assured, the M3's still here. But obviously I ran out of garage space. So I have the M3 safely tucked away in a secure location, and it is clean and dry there. But I had the opportunity to try this Corvette. I had to take, obviously you see my delivery video, I took delivery of the Corvette. If I get the opportunity to try something out, I think this is a good opportunity. Obviously this car wasn't given to me by Chevrolet, but Chevrolet, if you're watching, maybe consider let me have a Corvette, a Z06 in particular, with the Z07 package. Not to be picky or anything, but that might be something that I might be willing to try out and, you know, give you guys a good review, and obviously my followers a good review. So Chevrolet, if you're watching, to take that in consideration, just contact me. I got my email, business email there. Man, this thing, I can tell you right now, first impressions, this car is bad. Just looks exotic, and the color, when you go to a color like this, you are asking for attention. You're saying, look at me, and this car looks every bit of exotic, and it just, I like it. But what one of the things I do, obviously when I took delivery of it, the first thing I needed to do was get the PPF put on. Obviously the California roads, you know how they're like, they're horrible. So it's got full PPF on the front. And I have, you know, my friends over at Lifestyle Motors in Vacaville, they took care of me and they did the PPF, full PPF. So shout out to them, they did a really good job. And then next thing I did, I tried a new shop over in Vacaville as well. It was, I forgot it's called Ultimate Performance Fit. I had to link it in here. They did the window tint. I did the window tint. I wasn't sure about it at first, but I did the window tint because this car, you can see it right now, it's a magnet for attention, and I needed to tint the windows. So yeah, the car's gonna be here for the channel for a few months. Not sure how long it's gonna stay. Not sure how long. You know, I don't know the time frame. The timing is not the best because right now we're getting to the middle of winter, with the, you know, obviously the rain and the cold. So me getting a chance to take this car out is going to be a limited amount. But the days like this, where I can take this car out, I'm looking forward to it. And we'll see from there. If you want to see more, obviously follow the channel. This is going to be a pretty good series. So this is it, guys. The 2023 Corvette. I'm not gonna say this is a base Stingray, because it does have the Z51 package, has some other options on here, but it's not, of course, not the Z06. But right away, I mean, you can see the car. I think it looks good in this this orange color. I have to link the actual name here in the description. The car is a little bit dirty, because I did just finish, you know, giving it a good drive. And just had the windows tinted with the XPEL XR 20% on the sides. This is a ceramic tint. I did it more for privacy, but I didn't want to obviously go for the base dyed film. I decided to just keep it up, just upgrade a little bit more to ceramic. So we have that, and I think the only thing that's been added on here has been the front lip, the side skirts with the Z51, and the rear wing. I just want to make this clear, this is not a full review of this car. The full review will be coming. This is sort of a kind of a first drive, first impressions, what my thoughts are so far about the Corvette, the C8. This is not the first time I've driven a Corvette, not the first time I've driven in a C8, and not the first Corvette's been on channel. I think this is the third time a Corvette has been on here. I think my first start doing car reviews, if you were a long-time follower of the channel, you probably realize I've done a C7 Z06 review. Car rented in Miami. I think I had a lot of fun with that car. I was really impressed with the luggage space the car could do. But I think I did review a 2019 or 2020 Corvette C8. It was a blue, Elkhart Lake Blue. And then here we are with this one. But the cool thing about this time is I get to have a really good experience, a thorough experience. I could put several miles on it. I get to see what it's like living with it day to day, and seeing if, you know, not just, hey, I drive it for a day, here's my impressions. Here are some really things that you probably could consider with the car, and so on and so forth. My first impression so far, I do like the handling of it. I like how the car automatically just feels like it wants to grip. I'm ready to take it to a track. I feel like this car needs to go to a track, but I know that Corvette made one just for it. It's called the Z06. So, but just the handling, that feels like you don't feel the weight on the front end right away. The back of the car seems large. This area right here just seems just big. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if the convertible would look better if it's a bit more chopped off, but with the convertible, obviously you don't get the chance to see the engine back here, and that's just a cool thing to see with that engine. One thing about the interior, I will say, compared to some of the other Corvettes that I've been inside, is that the interior is a massive upgrade. It just feels premium. It looks as exotic in the inside, and it feels exotic as it looks outside. You know, most Corvettes, you get the cool look, but then as soon as you jump inside of it, you're like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm in a Chevrolet Malibu, but the outside looks like a cool sports car. It's not like that with this time. But I'm gonna be honest, I felt like everything was done. Everything looks great in this car. I mean, everything except one piece that stuck out with me. And you're gonna laugh when I say this, but I don't like the turn signal, the stalk. I think that looks cheap to me. And the wiper stalk, that looks cheap to me. I don't know why it does. It looks like they pulled it out of one of their, it's sharing a part maybe from, one of the Tahoes or something like that. But I feel like they should have just look a little bit different. I don't know how to describe it, but it just looks, this part right here cheapens the car. I'll be honest right there. They should do something else different. But everything else in here, this sort of a cockpit layout, I like it. I got a few things I'm gonna do here with the car. First thing I'm gonna do, you probably already see the mount. I got a radar detector mount, but I'm hardwired to the rearview mirror. And then I'm going to, obviously, the window tint. And so what's the next thing I'm gonna do to the car? Oh, I got a screen protector here, so I'm not just touching this screen. And then I think that's it. I'm gonna do some thorough drives. I'm gonna take it down to Lake Berryessa, do a nice curvy drive in the Napa area to see how the car really handles the curves. Just kind of put it through its paces, and then just kind of deliver with it every day. And of course, a full review will be coming where I dive in deep. I go through all the details of the car, the features, the specs, the things that I normally do. So keep watching, enjoy the channel. If it's something you want to see more of the Corvette of, let me know. You're probably asking yourself, Eddie, you only have the car temporarily. Why are you doing so much to the car? Who knows? Maybe if I like it enough, maybe the car will stay. But yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, I'm gonna take one day. If I have a nice day with no traffic or something like that, maybe I'll take the car to work. Let me see what it's like. But I can tell you right now, this car attracts so much attention. The first thing I needed to get done, I don't care. These windows needed some tint on them. Not like super dark tint, like I said, 20%, but they just needed something because I was feeling like I'm in the fishbowl, literally in the fishbowl, the way people were looking at me. But yeah, I already did some acceleration tests with the car. I can link that here. You can see the acceleration and then everything else. So keep watching and we'll do more with the Corvette. All right, here's a challenge. First of all, I got the car seat here. Got the M3 here in the garage and the Corvette. This is sort of a similar issue I ran into with the Type R. You know, I had the Type R for 2 years. As an automotive enthusiast, you want to experience a lot of different cars. You want to be able to enjoy different cars. So I know sometimes people think, man, you know, you don't keep cars long enough, you turn over cars. One reason is because I want to try something else out. The second reason is I just don't have the space to keep them all, because obviously your pride and joys, you want to keep them obviously away from the elements if you can. You know, I lived in an apartment before, you know, this house. I think right before I started this YouTube channel, I was living in an apartment and it was only a 1 car space. And, you know, I ended up eventually getting it to my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. I let her park in the garage. And I left the, you know, my ISF outside and the Audi Q7 outside. But unfortunately, I just don't have any room to put a lift in here. I think the only way I can do it is if I can get it in this space. Otherwise, I don't know how long I can keep this car in storage for. I don't know how long this car, you know, obviously the money is going to start to add up over time. If you have any solutions, I have a almost 9.5 foot ceiling. You have any storage solutions, like far as lift wise, and this could work between the C8 and the M3, that might work. Otherwise, one of these cars will have to go. I really love the M3. I had it for a while. I think it's special. I don't think the new M's they don't give me the same feeling, the same emotion like this one does. And I feel like getting rid of this, as much time as it took me to find this, it took me over a year to find this car with this spec. I know I regret getting rid of it. But at the same time, getting a deal like this in this car, if I let this car go, the chances of me finding another one for the price and everything else, I would feel like it'd just be gone. This one, I know, I don't know. You know how it goes. First world problems, I guess. I know people say, well, just keep the Range Rover outside. I don't like the Range Rover sitting outside either. You know, I'd let Tesla sit outside, but you know, obviously wife parks here at X3 here, so I don't know. This is, like I said, it's first world problems, something I'm trying to figure out as we go. I'm not sure which car is going to leave. I'd like to keep them both. But part of me thinks that also the more I like this car, the more and more I'm starting to gravitate towards having a Z06 too. So maybe, I don't know, keep this one, get a Z06. I don't know. Anyway, subscribe. I'm gonna do content with this car, obviously, and I'll keep you updated as I go. Thanks for watching.